At their peak, they were television icons of survival. Years later, many had nothing left.
Lisa Kelly lost $1.8 million in a divorce settlement. Alex DEBOGORSKI filed for bankruptcy twice, and one cast member is now working at a gas station to survive. Join us as we uncover the truth about what really happened to the Ice Road Truckers stars that will leave you speechless. Daryl Ward. Daryl Ward was born on the 13th of August, 1964, in Deer Lodge, Montana. He first joined Ice Road Truckers in 2012. He wasn't just a trucker. He was a seasoned professional with over 31 years of experience. Unlike other truckers on the show who feared extreme conditions, Daryl had the strength to overcome any challenges. He survived through dangerous hauls, icy roads, and frozen death traps. Even in those extreme conditions, if anyone was in danger or needed some help, Daryl would be the first one to respond. That showed how much he truly cared for others. Fans loved him not just for his challenging rides, but for his kind heart, always helping and guiding young truckers. However, in 2016, everything changed. Daryl had just finished attending the Great American Truck Show in Texas. After the event was finished, Daryl had to return to his home in Montana. So he climbed into a Cessna 182 Skylane along with his pilot, Mark Malotz. They both departed from Montana, heading to Rock Creek Airport. Everything seemed fine, until something unexpected happened. A sudden right turn crashed the aircraft into the trees and immediately erupted into flames. Both were killed on the spot. Daryl Ward passed away at 52 years old. The news left fans heartbroken, but even after his death, the show went on. However, something felt different altogether. And when the viewers started watching the old episodes, they felt his absence. Art Burke. Art Burke brought a unique energy to the show. He made his first appearance on Season 7 of Ice Road Truckers. By 2013, Art already had 13 years of trucking experience. But what made him truly special wasn't just the way he handled pressure, it was his character. He was aggressive, determined, and showcased humor, even in the most intense moments. Still, Art never backed down from a confrontation, and when he had to say something, he said it straight, without any hesitation. That authenticity shaped his entire career. But Art's time on the show came to an end in a very unexpected way. By 2017, Ice Road Truckers came to its final season. Most of the cast members stayed connected to fans through social media, trucking events, and meetups. However, Art Burke disappeared completely. Fans wondered what had happened to him. Some told he was living a quieter life, away from the spotlight, while others thought he'd gone back to his regular trucking business. But nobody really knew where he was. Then, in 2013, Art did something that no one had ever imagined. During his stay at the Yellowknife apartment, Art tried his hands on a cannabis extract called shatter. It was a highly flammable substance commonly used in disposable lighters. But unfortunately, it backfired, leading to a massive explosion. That lifted the ceiling of the apartment and caused more than $60,000 in damages. Art spent the next 12 days in the hospital, trying to recover. But it didn't stop there. According to reports, he was later arrested and sentenced to 18 months in prison. This wasn't some minor accident. This was much more serious. Think about that for a second. In just 3 years, Art Burke went from being a main character on the show to spending his days behind bars. Today, Art works part-time at a gas station, totally different from the job he worked years earlier. He isn't really interested in the job, but it's necessary to survive, meet his living expenses, and keep moving forward. Hugh Rowland. The next on the list is Hugh Rowland, also known as the Polar Bear. He appeared from the very first season of Ice Road Truckers. At just 19 years old, Hugh started driving on icy roads and had accumulated decades of experience ever since. But Hugh Rowland wasn't just a great driver. He was a storyteller. In his memoir, On Thin Ice, he revealed something that most fans didn't know. Hugh once said, "I've lost 35 friends and relatives to the ice." That moment changed everything. Hugh understood the danger better than anyone. He often told newer drivers that, "You have to listen to the ice. That's why I keep my window down even if it's 60 below." He warned that going too fast would create enough momentum for the ice below to break. There was no margin for error, and the struggle was brutal. For Hugh, driving on those icy roads didn't just feel like a job. It was his identity, his strength, and his purpose for life. But in 2014, everything changed. Hugh Rowland was involved in a devastating truck accident. The collision left him with multiple broken bones and damaged knees. The physical pain was excruciating, but the real shock came from what happened next. The injuries from the crash left Hugh and his wife with no intimacy in their marriage. That accident didn't just change Hugh, it affected how he lived forever. However, Hugh decided to fight back. He filed a lawsuit against the executive producers of Ice Road Truckers. According to reports, Hugh alleged that the show ruined his career, but even more than that, it destroyed his marriage. The network didn't try to empathize. Instead, they fired Hugh Rowland immediately. He realized that everything he'd built so far, his reputation, his privacy, and his relationship had been completely shattered. However, over time, the court ruling was against Hugh, so he eventually had to move on. Today, Hugh Rowland retired from trucking. He now runs a successful construction and excavation company in British Columbia. But some scars never heal. The price of fame was higher than anyone knew. Hugh Rowland's accident nearly destroyed everything. But the next trucker had to face something even worse. Lisa Kelly. Lisa Kelly was born on December 8, 1980, in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Back in 2009, she became the first female driver on the show. But her path to success wasn't easy. Early on, she worked as a school bus driver. Later at gas stations, pumping fuel and cleaning windshields. These weren't glamorous jobs, but they showcased her honest work. Eventually, she started trucking and got her first commercial driver's license. What made Lisa special wasn't just determination, it was her confidence. She never complained, never asked for special treatment, and always handled pressure at ease. Her most challenging moment came during IRT, Deadliest Roads. While most truckers left during the start of the season due to its extreme conditions and tough roads, Lisa kept pushing forward because she believed it was possible. That made her the only North American trucker to complete the entire season. Her success brought fame. Some named her the sexiest trucker alive. Behind the scenes, however, things may have been different. Due to extensive filming, cameras followed her everywhere, so Lisa needed a break. She once said in an interview, "I desperately needed a break from the show." That decision proved critical. Later, she returned for season 7 and continued on the show. But over time, Lisa faced constant scrutiny. Every mistake was magnified and every success was questioned. It was a burden she couldn't carry anymore. Then something unexpected happened. In 2022, Lisa was involved in a devastating truck accident. The impact left her with severe injuries that didn't just take days or weeks, instead took months to heal. But unfortunately, more pain was just waiting around the corner. In 2008, after 4 years of dating, Lisa married Travis Kelly, a native Alaskan and a professional dirt biker. Their marriage lasted over a decade, until Lisa Kelly filed for divorce in 2024. Today, Lisa Kelly is still driving trucks, but the once funny and loving person was now transformed through pain. Alex DEBOGORSKI. Alex DEBOGORSKI is one of the most beloved members on Ice Road Truckers. Interestingly, Alex is the only cast member to appear in all 11 seasons of the show. He wasn't looking for fame, he was just doing what he'd always loved. Alex was the heart and soul of Ice Road Truckers, the wise veteran everyone looked up to. While other truckers were spending their time alone or being divorced, Alex had a caring family of 11 children and 13 grandchildren. They always wanted to spend time with him after each season. But then came the boldest move yet. During the IRT, Deadliest Roads season, Alex was sent to India to tackle the Himalayan highways. Many thought it would be challenging, but for Alex, it was much more difficult than he expected. So Alex quit in the very first episode. The small roads, the overwhelm of traffic, and the unpredictability of locals forced Alex to leave early on in the season. He knew that the risk wasn't worth it. Still, challenges of aging never stopped haunting him. Every year, his body started to become weak, tired, and couldn't handle the extreme temperatures anymore. But even at 72, Alex DEBOGORSKI proves that passion never retires. Over the years, some lost everything, while others found new opportunities. Whose loss hit you the hardest? Which Ice Road Truckers member shocked you the most? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe and click the next video shown on your screen for another interesting story.